So this is actually really interesting. Why was Laurent so eager to slurp up Bella in New Moon when he couldn't really be bothered in Twilight and he was helping the Cullens? So this is actually because Laurent is an opportunist. And I mean that honestly, like that's actually his gift. Basically, so Laurent has this ability to sense power and he can easily pick out who the leader in a group is and who has the most power. And he is very good at attaching himself to those people, ingratiating himself to those people. It ties into his whole backstory. He used to work for King Louis, the whole thing. So Laurent, as far as vampires go, was not like particularly sadistic or anything, but he was essentially an opportunist. That's how he like moved through the world. So what happened was he ended up with Victoria and James because they were very powerful. And then when they started beefing with the Cullens, Laurent actually sensed that he was on the wrong side of the fight. And he was really intrigued by Carlisle. He was like, wow, this guy's really powerful, which is so funny and accurate because Carlisle is such a cult leader. And he was like, you know what? I'm not messing with them. Let me cozy up to Blondie. I'm gonna leave them to their own mess. And Carlisle leads Laurent to the Denali's, and he does link up with Irina. And that's why Irina was crashing out. That's why part of the reason anyway that she was snitching on the Cullens about Renasbury and the whole thing. And Laurent liked her, sure, but he was never as invested as she was. I don't think he would have done all that to avenge her or anything. And Laurent was very intrigued by Tanya because he felt like she had a similar kind of power to Carlisle. But then what happened was he kind of experimented with the vegetarian thing with the Denali's, but he really wasn't about it. He didn't like animal blood. And then during that time, he gets back in contact with Victoria, and Victoria is very powerful. So she sways him. So he goes back to check on Bella as a favor, and he wants to slurp her up simply because she smells good to him. Because remember, Bella is not like other girls. She's extra tasty, and now he has no real reason not to because the Cullens are nowhere to be found. So he's like, I don't know, I feel like maybe I should just mess around and eat her. And he almost did, but then thank God emotional support werewolves came to save the day, and the Cullens were predictably nowhere to be found. But yeah, basically he's just an opportunist, that's all.